Hello, welcome to my channel. And today we are going to be talking about Spain and Austria, sharing the best tips on how to win and how to make money using MWOS online betting. Okay, if you have seen some of my videos, I'm sure you have a background on how to play this team. So today we have Austria and Spain. Okay, so before we go any further, you can see that the odds are already favoring Spain. The odds are already favoring Spain because it has got $33. If a team has got a less amount of money, it means that team has got a high probability of winning the game. And Austria has got $9.20, meaning to say Austria, if it wins, you are going to cash out a huge amount of money. But let's forget about that. You cannot just jump into conclusions on betting. You cannot just jump into conclusions. First, you need to look at the current form of the teams. All right, you need to look at the current forms of the teams. So the first thing that you need to do, just press where the teams are. Okay, press where the teams are, like I did press here, right? So we open another window right here. There are a lot of options where you can bet, and each option has got a different amount of money, so it depends on what you want to bet. So before we go there, we need to look at the current performance of both teams, because we do not know how both of these teams perform right now. The current performance of these teams is the one that tells us which team is going to win. So how do you do that? You press here at the top right corner. There is this column bar option. That's where you press, right? So you go into detail and look onto the current performance of both teams. Okay, so here we are. First thing first, let us start with Spain. Okay, so as you can see, the previous games that Spain had played, previous 5 games, it seems as if Spain has no lose. First game, there's a draw, there's a win, there's a draw, there's a win, and there is a win, meaning to say that Spain has got no lose on its previous 5 games, making the odds favoring it with 73 over 100, which is 73% overall current form, which means Spain is in form because it has got 73% of current form. Okay, let us switch to Austria. Austria, on its previous 5 games, it has a win, a lose, and a draw, meaning to say that Austria did lose one of its previous 5 games, and that gives it overall form of 67 over 100, meaning to say it's 67%. So comparing only their current forms, it shows that Spain has 73% and Austria has 67%, meaning to say that Spain has got a high probability of winning the game compared to Austria, right? Compared to Austria. So be very careful when you open your bet here. According to their current form right now, Spain has got a high probability of winning the game compared to Austria. So now we have 2 things that are favoring Spain. First, the amount placed on both teams. Spain has got $30 something, and Austria has got $9, meaning to say Austria has less chances of winning the game. Now, based on their current form right now, Spain has got 73% compared to 67% of Austria, meaning to say the odds are favoring Spain. Okay, let us move to their head-to-head matches when these teams played against one another, right? We can see that in 2009 Spain won 5-1 against Austria. In 1999 Spain won 3-1 against Austria. In 1999 again, Spain won 9-0. In 1987, Spain won 2-0. In 1987 again, Spain won 3-2. Right? Why are we looking into these previous games? These are the terms when both teams faced one another, like Spain versus Austria, 1 versus 1, 2 versus 1. Okay, so we are looking into these games. They help us to identify which team is going to win. So again, if you look into these statistics, the odds are still favoring Spain, right? We cannot just jump into a bet. Yes, we know these are odd games, but that is when these teams faced one another. And it is most likely that history is likely to repeat itself. It is very possible. Like, we look into history so that we might be able to start the future events, right? Why do we start history in the first place? We start history so that we will be able to start the current events basing on what happened before. That is why we are looking into the previous games on how did it go when these teams faced one another. So we can see that the odds, they favor Spain. So now we have 3 things that we are focusing on. We looked onto the amount of money that were placed on both teams, and it seems as if based only on the money, it favors Spain, right? Based on the current form, it favors Spain, right? Based on the head-to-head matches, it also favors Spain. So these are some of the things that we need to put into considerations before running into a bet. Okay, right, now let us go back to our betting window. It is up to you now to decide which bet you are going to make, right? It's not about making $1,000 in a single bet. No, it's about making a little profit and the amount of money you are going to stake. So we are just analyzing games one by one. If you come back again and check another video, we are going to be analyzing another different team. Here I'm just helping you on how to make a bet basing on Spain and Austria, right? So you cannot just place a bet like you're in a gambling form. Of course this is gambling, but you need to make it more normal. Only because Austria has got $9.20 doesn't mean that you have to place a bet favoring Austria because it has got a huge amount of money compared to Spain. No, check the odds, check the statistics, check the current form, and check the previous performance when both teams faced one another. Okay, so for me, I would pick Spain for a win, right? I would pick Spain for a win. Okay, that is if I want to bet a straight win, right? If we want to bet goals, we have seen that Spain scored quite a number of goals previously, right? So under and over window, this actually talks about the number of goals, total number of goals that will be scored in the game, right? Like the goals will be under 4.5 or will be over 4.5 and stuff. 4.5 meaning to say it's going to be 5 goals and above, right? It's going to be over 5 goals, which means 6 goals and above, right? Yeah, that's over 4.5. So now it's up to you on which bet you are going to make. For me, my average bet would be Spain win. So it's up to you now on which bet you are going to make. As for me, according to my findings, the odds favors Spain, so I would obviously bet for Spain on a straight win, right? There are many ways of betting. Someone might also bet the goals, like we have seen Spain. Every game Spain scored more than 1 goal, which means to say it's over 1.5, and it is also very possible for you to win if you bet on the goals. Okay, you can bet the correct score. You can bet the correct score here, but these correct scores, they have less chances of winning because it's more like gambling. You cannot guess. It's like guessing, you see. It's like guessing without looking into the statistics of the teams. It's like guessing. So that one is very risky. That one is very risky. As for me, I may not bet a current score. I actually love small profits, but guaranteed. Okay, so I would bet Spain for win. So I wish you good luck. Please come back again and join us for our next video, as we are also going to be starting other teams. In our next game, we will be looking on a different team, which is not obviously not Spain and Austria, another different team, so that we help one another to actually bet and make favorable wins from our bets. So good luck with your bets. If you like our videos, kindly subscribe and turn on the notification bell so that you will be notified the next time when we make another upload concerning these betting tips. Thank you very much. Bye.